All right, hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be taking you through class. We're going to go ahead and start standing. All right, we're going to start with what's called some spinal cord breathing. So go ahead as you are coming up to your feet, set your feet about hip width apart, and we're going to begin by bringing your forearms and your palms together in front of your body. From here, you're going to kind of pull your belly button in, tuck your hips under, pull your chin to the chest, and very gentle here. You're just going to give a nice soft exhale, blow the air out, and then as you inhale, lift the chest, lift the shoulders, open through the arms, lifting the head, looking up gently. And then on the exhale, we're going to curl everything back under, blow the air out, tuck the hips under, pull the chin in, curling down into the chest. And then we're going to repeat that for about a minute here. So inhale, lift, shoulders back, elbows pull back and down, lift the head, and exhale, curl in. Rounding down like a little ball. And inhale, open, lifting the chest, looking up towards the ceiling, and exhale, close it all down and in. Couple more. Breathe deep, pull the shoulder blades down the spine as you open that chest, and then exhale, curl it all back in, blow all the air out. Breathe deep. Open, and last time on the exhale, exhale through. Finish all the way down. Fantastic. Go ahead and come on back up to neutral. Walk the feet in, toes straight ahead, lifting up out of the hips. You're going to pull your chin to the chest, pull the belly button in, and we're just sliding down our legs here for that Jefferson curl. Keep a little bend in the knees, holding strong in the midline, and just finding your bottom position for now. Breathe into the back. And then exhale, hanging nice and long. Once again, breathe in. And breathe out. And when you're ready, push through your feet, gradually making your way back up, tucking those hips under, all the way up to standing. From here, walk the feet out just a hair longer. Bring those arms up to overhead. Interlace your fingers, and then rooting down into your legs. You're going to gently take it into a side stretch, bending towards one side. Breathe in. And taking it to the other. Great job. Great time to smile, just nice and soft. Waking up the body. Breathe in, stretch tall, taking it to the side. Very good. Even yourself out here. And then when you're ready, shake out those arms. Just a little side step here and arm swing, opening through the chest and shoulders. We're going to be working some balance next, with some wrist rolls and some ankle rolls. So let's go ahead and set your right foot down, lifting up through your midline, shoulders back. Come onto that one foot. And we're gonna roll those ankles around 3 to 5 times each direction, keeping those hips nice and level here. And switch the other way. There you go. Place that foot down, same thing other side. Lifting up to that midline, nice and strong. Shoulders down out of the ears. And switching directions. Fantastic. From here, let's go back to your first leg. And we don't really need to be on one leg, but just for fun here, waking up the body, working on some balance. Now we're going to roll the wrist around. There you go. Switch directions. Beautiful. And switch legs. Other side. And we're just going to stick with those wrist rolls. Fantastic. All right, from here, we're going to make our way, starting to make our way down to the floor, but first we're just going to warm up a little bit more hinging first. So nice wide base stance, root down into your legs, bring those arms out to the side. We're going to go into our windmill. So bowing forward, long spine, reach towards the opposite knee. Squeeze the glutes, standing tall, hinging over, reach across. And back and down. Just let you reach a little bit farther each time. Make sure you're bending a little bit into the knees and really sending those hips back. So long spine, send those hips back before you reach for the toes. That's better. Standing tall, hinging over, reaching across. Let's get about one more each side. Now we're going to be making our way down to the floor. We're going to be combining some midline activation work and glutes with some breathing work. So if you have any of those shorter bands, you can get those. Those short bands, we'll use them for the glute bridges, but totally optional, no problem if you don't have it. All right, everybody, so go ahead and just come on down to all fours. We're gonna go palms down, fingers towards you, just a little bit more of a warm up for the wrist and forearms. With those palms down, you're just gonna gently sink back. And then you can start to swivel your body side to side, just looking for any tension through those forearms. There you go. From here, turn the hands back around, fingers pointing away from the body. Walk the knees in so that they're touching. Pull the belly button in, and ever so gently, quadruped hip rock here, bringing the hips towards one side and then the other. That makes sure you're not arching in the back, pulling the belly button in. Breathe. Very good. All right, feel free to shake that out. We're going to be starting with a bird dog. Let me just adjust this real quick. So it's going to be the left arm reaches out and the right leg reaches back. We're going to go 45 seconds of each. After the bird dog, on the left arm, we're going to come onto our backs for the glute bridge in between sides. So, like I said, we're going to start left hand, right leg, nice wide handprint, belly button pulled in, keep everything nice and level. And then 2, 1, here we go. Left arm extends out, right leg extends straight back, toe pointing down. And then you're going to bring the elbow towards the knee underneath the body. Lifting up through that support shoulder, stretch long. And then elbow comes, trying to contact the knee best you can. If you can't quite touch the knee, that's no problem. So I breathe in as I stretch long, lifting up out of that shoulder. And then I exhale as I pull that elbow to the knee. Breathe in, stretch it out. And exhale, pull it in. Good, a couple more. That's beautiful. Last one, reaching long, in and hold, 2, 1, and release. Fantastic. Turn it over onto your back. This is where if you have that little band, you'll put it around your feet. And we're going to bring it just above the knees, bottom of the thigh. All right, shoulder blades back and down, feet flat on the ground. So with that shorter band, you're just pushing the tension out against the legs. From here, pull that belly button back and in, and just nice and gently here. Start to drive the hips up off the ground. Don't focus on how high you can get just yet. We got plenty of time to warm it up. So just go up part way and then gradually making your way back down. We're going to be doing 3 rounds of this, so we don't have to rush into it that first round. Hips nice and high. Squeeze that bum as you're opening, and then gradually lower down. Again, 45 seconds total. As those hips start to push up a little bit higher, you can start to bring the tension into your neck as well, pulling the chin down towards the chest. Very good. About 10 more seconds here. Pushing those hips up and open, driving the legs out against the band if you have it. And about 1 more. Up and squeeze. And gently bringing it down. And relax. Fantastic. Go ahead and hug those legs in for a second as you pull that band off. And then we're going to roll back over. Going back to bird dog, this time a right arm, left leg. All righty. So place those hands right underneath the shoulders. Pull the belly button in, everything nice and level. And here we go. Right arm reaches nice and long. Left leg lifting up through that midline as you pull that elbow to the knee. Good. Breathe in, stretch long, exhale as you pull everything together. Breathe and stretch. Exhale. Fantastic. Keep those hips nice and level. Watching not to arch that low back. Moving with control here. Waking up the bum. Waking up those stabilizers of that spine. Almost there. Last one. Blow out. Breathe in. And close it down to finish. Fantastic. All right, into set 1. Now we're going to move into some blood flow. We're going to be doing our sequence here of 2 no push-up burpees. So go ahead and make your way up to your feet. And then 4 step or jump jacks. 2, 1, here we go. So you'll place your hands down, step the feet back, come into a push-up. Step or hop the feet up, Little straight jump at the top. We're doing 2 no push-up burpees. And then you're gonna stay standing for 4 step or jump jacks. Very good. And then we're gonna repeat that. We're going for a full minute here. No push-up burpee. Stepping or hopping. Midline nice and tight. And then after that second one, when you get up there, 4 step or jump jacks. Fantastic. Halfway through, maybe 2 more series here. Breathe and move. Try to alternate which foot steps back if you're stepping the feet. Fantastic. Good, strong support. Beautiful. Last series here. Fantastic, and rest. All right, grab a quick drink, and then we're going to be back down for bird dog with the left arm. All right. So whenever you're ready, make your way down. Again, nice wide handprint. Left arm, right leg. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and control. Breathe in to reach long. Exhale, pull it together. And especially now that your breathing's a little bit higher, you might have 2 breaths cycles for each rep here. So just kind of meet your breathing where it is. No need to hold your breath on this warm up. Keep that airflow going. Fantastic. Coming up on 30 seconds. Breathe and extend. Pull everything together strong. And really good practice. Hold these open positions. Hold the end. Hold the middle. Good. Last one here. And release. Beautiful. Taking it back down for that banded glute bridge if you have it. Maybe you don't have a band, you want a little extra challenge. You can elevate your feet up on a box or chair. And it would look just like this, driving the feet up from there. Otherwise, feet flat on the ground, knees driving out. 2, 1. Here we go. Up and pause, down and relax. And I'm just gonna kind of close the eyes and breathe here. Find your own cycles. Gently waking up that spine, opening the front of the hips as you push those hips up and forward, avoiding any kind of pinching in the low back. So stay long through the low back. Very good. 20 seconds left. Moving well. Couple more. Down and relax. And last one. And relax. Good job. Take that band off if you're using it. And we're rolling it back over bird dog with the right arm. All right. Nice wide handprint. Place the hand down. We're going to go right hand, left leg. And 2, 1. Here we go. I think I said that wrong. Right arm, left leg. Extend long, lifting up. And pull everything together under the body. Breathe and stretch. And try to keep that head neutral as well. Looking down at the support hand, right in that area. Try to fire that glute on that trail leg as you extend, keeping that toe pointing down, lifting up out of that support shoulder. Keeping that hips nice and level, avoiding that arch of the back. Good, we're over 30 seconds in. A few more here. Breathe in as you extend, exhale as you close it down. Elbow to the knee, pause, and relax. All right, second cycle, 2 no push-up burpee, 4 step or jump jacks. 2, 1, and here we go. Stepping it up to your feet, reaching up to overhead. Good support here. Very good. And you can go step jacks, 4 total, or a couple jump. All righty. I'm going to work for just over a minute here. Getting that blood flow going. Fantastic. There you go, crew. Moving well. Waking up the body this morning. Woo! Fantastic. Over halfway now. Strong support. Fantastic. Let's go another 10 seconds. Stepping it out, stepping it back. Nice, everybody. Woo! Fantastic. Grab a drink when you finish that set. We're going to take it back down to the mat for one more of those series. Bird dog, glute bridge, and then we'll have just a little bit more blood flow at the end. All right. So we're going to start here in just over 10 seconds. It's going to be left hand, right foot, 45 seconds of that bird dog. So you can take a nice wide handprint, good support. And 2, 1, here we go. Left arm extends, right foot. Breathe in as you stretch long. Exhale as you pull it together. Very nice. Lifting up out of that support shoulder, pausing in each position. Chin in, head neutral. That's 30 seconds. Holding smooth here for 15 more. Very good. Last one, reach. Close it down. And roll it over. Onto your back. If you have the band, grab it. Slide it around the leg. Both legs, rather. Gonna bring it just above the knees. Feet flat, knees bent. And whenever you're ready, rolling the pelvis back, gradually pushing those hips up and forward. Keep that outward tension with your thighs against the band. Good practice. You want to think about kind of like clenching down, holding nice and strong all the muscles of that pelvic floor area. Just hold a nice smooth contraction here as you're moving through. And try to focus on contracting there without holding the breath. So just focus on all those smaller muscles of your lower abdomen. Very nice. Over 30 seconds. Let's go a couple more here. And last one. Gradually bring it down. Go ahead and hug both legs in. You can rock yourself side to side a little bit as you pull that band off. And then we're going to make our way back over. Final bird dog. Right arm, left leg. All right. Good wide handprint. Nice base of support. Again, right arm, left leg. 2, 1, and here we go. Breathe in to stretch. Spread the fingers. Try to see how far you can expand from your fingertips to the bottom of your foot. Lifting up. Very good. Working all those smaller muscles of the abdomen, those different layers of your core. Got your transverse abdominis and all that kind of fires together well as you bring that elbow towards the knee, holding it strong, and then extending long. Good, less than 10 seconds, couple more quality reps. And 2, 1, gradually release. Come off your hands for a second, and then we're gonna go on our last time through. We're gonna go just over a minute, 2 burpees, and 4 stepper jump jacks. 2, 1, here we go. You can either step, or you're starting to feel a little bit warmer. If you wanna hop your feet up, you can just gently float the hips high, float the feet up to the hands. Just make sure it's going to be a little bit more demanding on the low back. So make sure your body's happy with that. Otherwise, sticking with the stepping. You can either just stand tall or add that little straight jump at the top, whatever feels right for you. And then 4-step or jump jacks. Great job, everybody. Heating up the body. Nice. Over halfway. So you can get about 2 more cycles in. Woo. Fantastic. About 15 more seconds. Woo, great job. Finish out that series that you're on, and then meet me back down on the floor. Feel free to grab a quick drink before you head down there. All right, fantastic. First series done. Body should be a little bit warmer than when we started. Let's bring it back down. We're gonna stretch out that lower body. Get the low back ready. We've got some deadlifts coming up next and some push-ups or a plank. All right, let's go ahead and start on your back. We're gonna extend the left leg. And when you're ready, gently pull the right knee towards the right shoulder. And we did it at the start of class, but let's do it once more. As you're opening up the inner thighs here, roll the ankle around on that right foot. Reverse directions when you're ready. And then bring that right knee gently across the body, looking to open up the glute on the right leg. So pulling the right knee towards the left shoulder. This is a great time. You can kind of weave the knee up and down, glide it through, opening through the hip. Very good. And then we're just gonna, if you want to keep the left leg extended, you can, or if you'd rather have it bent, we're just gonna go a traditional hamstring stretch on this right. Extend that leg straight up in the air. Pull the toes gently towards your face. Whew. You can plane away a little bit. We're gonna hold about 20 seconds here. So you want to hold but not behind the knee, if you want to reach up towards that ankle area. Gentle stretches. Hamstring's one that you can really light your body up. Let's go ahead and gently release there. Extend that leg out. And now we're going to start with the right leg fully extended, left knee towards the left shoulder. And actively push that right leg down as you roll the ankle around on the left. A few times one direction and then switch. Once you finish those ankle rolls, we'll gradually bring the left knee, glide it across the body, pulling the knee towards your right shoulder. Saying hello to the glute on the left. And again, here you can just kind of glide and slide the hip up and down. Just feeling for any tense areas. And then when you're ready, either with the right leg straight, or I like to bend it with this one, left leg straight up in the air, just our traditional hamstring stretch. Pulling the toes gently towards your face, either behind the knee, or you can reach up towards behind the calf. Breathe here. One more nice deep breath. And go ahead and relax that leg down. Very good. From here, 2-knee twist, arms out to the side, knees up and together. And let's bring the legs across the body to one side, looking over the opposite shoulder. And when you're ready, sweep them back across. Same thing, other side. Let's just go 2 to 3 times each side here, back and forth. Turning the head as you bring the legs across. Fantastic. All right, from here, we're going to come onto the side, prop yourself up on your elbow if you'd like, quad stretch next. Relax a little bit. We're going to grab that top foot, pulling the heel back, shoulder back as well, stretching out those thighs. Good, 10 more seconds. Just gradually inviting that thigh to lengthen. If you can get that heel to the glute, fantastic. And then you're just gently driving the thigh back behind. and release. Swing it around, same thing other side. Support through the elbow. Just grab that top foot, shoulder back and down. All right. So we're gonna have 3 sets of the next piece. We're gonna be going to a deadlift. It's gonna be 45 seconds of the deadlift, just nice and gradual. 2 hands preferably, or you can hold 1 weight in each hand. And then we're gonna bring it back down to the floor. 30 seconds of either a push-up or a plank, or you're always welcome to do an elevated push-up. Relax that leg. We'll have just a short stretch break in between sets, and we'll be doing that 3 times total. So let's give a little bit of attention to that upper body. We did those no push-up burpees, but let's go ahead and just warm up the upper body a little bit. We're gonna do what's called a T, or also known as like an archer push-up. So from your knees or your toes, whatever would be a warm-up effort for you, belly button pulled in, you're gonna lower down to your chest. As you come up, you're gonna come off your knees if you're on them. Feet are outside my hips. I'm gonna lift up out of my support arm and reach my arm up towards the ceiling. It's a fairly challenging movement here, so be patient with it. Back down, chest to the ground, elbows in, pushing away, coming back to the toes best as able. Support up out of that support shoulder, rotate, bringing your hand up to the ceiling. Let's go between 2 and 3 on each side. Lift and support. And if it feels too much up on the toes, you can do it on your knees. It's just going to be a little bit more awkward to rotate, but just be patient with it. It's totally fine if you're not ready for that, call it like a 3-legged plank, but then you're rotating also. So definitely giving ourselves a challenge there. Very good. And as you're finishing that, just going to talk about the push-ups for just a second. As you're lowering down, you want to avoid those elbows wide, and instead think about bringing them in towards your sides to help keep that shoulder protected. We don't want to shoot that shoulder forward, but bring it back and down. Okay. If anything's not feeling right, you're always welcome. Hold that plank position, or just come down as far as you're confident. All righty, make your way up. And then getting ready for that deadlift. Let's just do a couple good mornings. So toes pointing straight ahead. Get a little bend into those knees. Bring the hands behind the head. Pulling that belly button in. We're going to bow forward here. So bowing forward and standing straight up. Very good. Long spine. Send those hips back. Just a slight bend in those knees. Nice. Looks good. Very good, Jean. Yep, chest up. There you go. Straight up. Beautiful. Last one, bowing forward and stand. Whew. All right, so like I was saying with the deadlift, a couple of options. You could hold 1 weight between the legs, bowing forward, hanging on with 2 hands. All right, or you could hold 2 weights, either between the legs, or it might feel more comfortable to have them on either side of the body. It's going to be a similar mechanics here, bowing forward, long spine. If it's tough for you to touch your toes, possibly don't take it all the way to the ground, just as far as you can keep it nice and flat. We don't want to have any like rounding as you get down to the bottom. So if you have tight hamstrings, sometimes you'll compensate through that lower back as you lower down. All right, let me know if there's any questions. Otherwise, we're going to start here in just over 10 seconds. Deadlift first. Like I said, we have 3 rounds, so make sure you warm your body up for it. All right, standing tall. Slight bend in those knees, send the hips back, and here we go. Standing straight up and down, squeeze the backside. And breathe. Good, 1 arm or 2. If you're doing a single arm, just switch arms each time. I'm holding on with 2 here. Good, shoulders back. Just want to avoid that overextension at the top. Looks great, Jean. Nice, Sharon. There's 30 seconds. Very good. Controlling it down. Standing with confidence. And 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Fantastic. Making your way down to the floor for push-ups. Or elevate the body. If you're going to elevate, it's going to look something like this. Just keeping those hips nice and level. 2, 1, and here we go. Chin in. Remember, a good in-between is down on the toes and up on the knees. You just want to make sure you're not letting that low back arch as you push up. So I'm firing my lower body as well. Watching that winging of the elbows, keeping them in nice and tight. And 2, 1, go ahead and rest. So let's kind of inchworm our way out of it. Walk the feet in towards the hands, hands in towards the feet, gradually making your way up to the top. Fantastic. Our first stretch here today, we're going to go behind the back stretch. Interlace the hands, extend those elbows, lift, and then root down into your legs. Take it in that forward fold. Breathe into the back, just 1 to 2 breaths, and then bringing it back up to the top. Fantastic. Shake out those arms. And if you need to make any changes with the weights, go ahead and get your next weight into position. We're going to go here in 10 seconds. So either weight between the feet or on either side. Long spine, ready. Here we go. Chin in at the bottom, straight ahead at the top. Very good. Pushing those knees wide, long, tall chest. Nice. Yep. Jean, possibly bend your knees just a little bit more when you're in the very bottom. Kind of push the knees out. There you go. And then up from there. Nice. 10 seconds to go. Very good. And 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Set that weight out of the way. Coming down for some push-ups. Second of 3 sets. All right, nice wide handprint. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Elbows backing in. Tighten that midline. Really want to avoid the low back arching. You feel those hips kind of drop down. That's a great time. It's a better idea to come up off the knees. Take a little strain off that low back. 20 seconds done. Almost there. 2, 1, and rest. Let's go ahead and just kind of push the head between the arms for a little bit of down dog. Pedal out the heels. And then gradually walk your feet in towards the hands, making your way back up to the top. We've got 1 more set here. All right, we're going to go in 15 seconds. Make any changes to the weights you'd like. Standing tall and going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bow forward. Push your feet into the floor to stand. Midline strong. Chest and weight move together. Very good. Yep. And you're using your upper body, kind of squeezing those shoulder blades back and down to keep that weight close to the center of gravity. If you're taking it all the way to the floor, you're going to set it down either between your feet or just outside the feet, right about the level of the ankles. So you're keeping it really close. Good. 30 seconds done. Fantastic. Couple more. And rest and rotate. Fantastic. Final time down for push-ups. Alrighty. Set those arms. 2, 1. Whenever you're ready, belly button pulled in. Try to bring that chest all the way down. Elbows in, shoulder blades back and down. Try to turn your attention right between your hands. I'm keeping an eye on the clock and the screen. Halfway through. Fantastic. Nice and tight. And 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Let's just stay down here for a second. Take a nice deep breath. Kind of come off your arms for a moment. And then we're going to bring the toes together, divide the knees, reach those arms nice and long, and drop back for child's position here. Opening through that mid back. Feel it on my outside of my armpits too, that lat area where those big old muscle comes and attaches those arms into your torso. Feel free to gently sway your body side to side, bringing one forearm towards the floor, and then coming across, bringing the other arm down. Once more, side to side. And then when you're ready, gradually make your way back up to standing. Great time to grab some water. We're going to do some stretches and warm up some squatting and overhead work for this last piece. All right, great job, everybody. So once you make your way up to your feet, we're going to open up those triceps and a little bit of hip flexors next. So go ahead and mirror me. Your left foot forward, right foot back. Reach that left arm up. Lengthen up out of your hips, head and neck. Bend the elbow, reach around, grab that elbow, and then without crouching forward, eyes up, gently bend your body towards your left side. Breathe in, lengthen, and then exhale, taking it towards that front leg. 3 to 5 times here. Very nice. Maybe one more. Go ahead and relax those arms down. Shake them out as you switch sides. Your right foot forward, left foot back. And now you're going to reach your left arm straight up, lengthening nice and long. Bend the elbow. Reach around, grab. How long can you keep your neck? And standing tall as you do this. And then when you're in good position, feel free to take it to the side, gently bending towards that lead leg. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale on that side bend. Good. 3 to 5 on this one. Fantastic. Go ahead and relax those arms down. Let's warm up some squatting. So place your feet about hip width apart. One toe pointing at about 11 o'clock, the other toe pointing at about 1 o'clock. And then nice and gradual, you're going to reach the arms out, start to send those hips back, this time keeping the chest nice and tall. Reaching up to overhead, beautiful. Push through the feet and stand. 3 to 5, sinking down, knees push wide, heels stay planted. And up, fantastic. Few more. Reach, 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 reach. Wonderful. 1 to 2 more. Back and down. And stand. Awesome. All right, we got a good series coming up. We're going to be doing a single arm thruster. That's going to be a full squat. Sinking down, pushing up to overhead, 30 seconds on one arm. And then you can either take a seat, wrap the band around the foot, and you're going to alternate the elbows for a seated row. If you want to do the Renegade Row twice, you can go into a full plank, or you can come into a bent over position, pull those elbows in and alternating the elbows here. If you don't want to use bands on this one, you could also use some dumbbells in that bent over position. Then we go single arm thruster on the right. From there, we do take it down to the floor for a Renegade Row or a plank row, either without weights or with weights, pulling that dumbbell right up to the side, holding nice and tight, all right? And then after the Renegade Rows, either a little rest break, or you're welcome to do a little bit of rebounding, keeping that heart rate up before we go into the next set. Any questions before we get rolling? And I'll talk you through it. We'll have about 15 seconds in between each exercise, so we've got time to rotate. All right, everybody, left arm first. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Control down. Breathe, pushing straight up to overhead. Nice. There you go. Watch not to overarch at the top, so ribs stay down. Just push up nice and smooth. Good, last one. And rest and rotate. Fantastic. I'm gonna demo with the band. If you wanna go seated, feel free. I'm gonna go a little bit of a bent over position. So I'm gonna stand right on my band, pull the belly button in, hinging forward, and then we're just gonna alternate the arms. So elbow up and in, whenever you're ready here. Working for 30. Squeezing that shoulder blade back and down. If you're in this bent over position, holding really strong in that midline. Anytime you need a break, just stand up and then come back down when you're ready. Rowing through, 10 seconds left. Right side, left side, 2, 1, and rest. Good job, 15 seconds. And then we'll be on your right arm for the single arm thruster. All righty. Slight toe out, 2, 1. Here we go, sinking back, drive tall. Good, steady breathing. I like to reach that non-working arm out to help keep my chest nice and tall as I lower down. Avoiding holding the breath. So now my breathing's a little bit higher than earlier. So I'm exhaling as I lower down and as I push up. Everybody's different for their breathing rate, so see what feels right for you. Rest and rotate. Good, Renegade Row. Taking it down to the floor. Feet just outside the hips. Have a nice stable base. And 2, 1, here we go. Elbow up and in. Try to move with control. Hold that head neutral, looking right between the wrist. Very nice. Halfway. This is the end of set 1. We're going to do a total of 4 times. And 2, 1. Rest and rotate. Making your way up. So if you want a little bit more rest break, this is where you take it. If you want to keep your body moving, keep that heart rate high, feel free to dance. A little bit of rebounding jumps here. If you have one of those little mini trampolines, great time to just bounce on there. Woo! Good. Sharon's changing her music up. Fantastic. 15 more seconds here. And then we're just going to have 15 seconds before our last round. So I'm going to bow out a little bit early and grab a drink. We have 20 seconds till our last round. Or not last, next round. All right, 15-second rest. Left arm thruster coming up next. All right, set those feet for your squat. And 2, 1, here we go. Control down, breathe. Good, as you come to that squat, elbow up and forward of the arm that's supporting your weight. So try to keep that elbow pointing forward. Nice, Jean. Looking strong, Sharon. Halfway, keep breathing. And 2, 1, rest and rotate. Bent over or a seated row. I'm gonna go seated this round. You can sit on the floor, I'm on the chair, sitting nice and tall and alternating arms. Just a kind of a little bit of a rest break here compared to the other movements. Keeping those shoulder blades moving. Pulling that elbow in nice and tight. Halfway through, keep that chest tall. If you're in that bent over position, belly button pulled in strong. There you go. Sharon, next round, alternate arms. So one arm and then the other. 2, 1, and rest. There you go, 15 seconds. Right arm thruster next. Set the feet. 2, 1. Begin when you're ready. Sinking back. Breathe. Nice. Yep, make sure you can always control into that squat. You don't want to just bounce down there, especially as you get older. But whatever your age. Fantastic. 10 seconds, moving smooth. And 2, 1. Rest and rotate. Beautiful. Renegade row. Place the feet just outside the hips. 2, 1. Begin when you're ready. Elbow in. Shoulder blade pulled down the spine. Real strong support on that plank. There you go. Trying to control the weight back down to the floor. Nice, ladies. Maybe one more each arm. 2, 1, and rest. Up to your feet, either taking that longer rest or getting some movement in. Blood flow. Jumping jacks, bounce, march, step jacks, whatever you prefer. Good. High knees if you'd like. Fantastic. Woo. Good. 20 seconds till that next round. Round 3 coming up. And I'm going to take my rest. All right. 3 of 4. 10 seconds. Back to that left arm thruster. And 2, 1. Begin when you're ready. Control down. Reconnect to that breath. Beautiful. Nice extension through that shoulder. Elevate up. Keeping those eyes up, looking at something straight ahead of you. You want to avoid looking down at the floor on these. Help keep that chest tall. And fantastic. Maybe one more. 2, 1, and rotate. Good. Feel free if you want to stick with that seated row. I'm going to go back to the bent over version. With weights or bands. If you're doing that bent over version, belly button pulled in, bowing forward. And here we go. One elbow and then the other. So this is challenging that midline and back half of the body as well. You got to pull that elbow as high as you can towards the ceiling. Good. Keep the shoulder blades down out of the ears. 10 seconds left. 2, 1, and relax. Oh, I guess don't relax too much. We're going back to those thrusters. Right arm this time. Woo. Set the feet. 2, 1, here we go. Second half of set 3. Very good. Heels stay planted while you're still gripping the toes down. Knees are pushing out. Chest is staying tall. Good. Almost there. And rest and rotate. Fantastic. Renegade Rose. All right. Set those hands right underneath the shoulders. Feet just outside the hips. And begin when you're ready. Trying to have as little movement between the hips and shoulders as possible. Smooth breathing here. Halfway through. Nice. Good. Let's go one more each side. And rest and rotate. Good work. Up to the feet. Woo. All right, a little bit of blood flow if you choose. That's it, dance, have some fun. Woo. Awesome, good job everybody, being silly, enjoying your fitness, waking up the body. Fantastic, all right, 15 seconds until we go into that fourth set. Fourth and final. Thruster on the left, going in 5. Ready, here we go. Nice, staying strong. And checking in with yourself. If you're starting to kind of hit a wall or not feel so well, feel free to call it for the day. We've done a lot of work this hour. Try to not get caught in comparison to what someone else is doing. Do what you can for you. 2, 1, rotate. Bent over or seated, alternating arms. I'm gonna go back to the seated. If you're seated, sit nice and tall. And whenever you're ready, one arm and then the other. Breathe as you move. Nice. That looks better, Sharon. Good, Jean. Halfway. All right, everybody, couple more each side here. And 2, 1, and rotate. Getting ready for that last set of thrusters. Right arm this time. All right, going in 5. Set those feet, so slight toe out. 2, 1, here it is. Control down, drive out. It's called a thruster because we're giving a little thrust to those hips to help guide that weight up to overhead. Pushing straight up, shoulder towards the ear. Nice. Good. Keep that midline strong, sinking all the way down, staying engaged. And 2, 1, and rotate. Final Renegade Row. Well done, everybody. All right, feet just outside the hips. You can always do these on the knees as well. Ready, and begin. Focus your gaze right between the wrists. Good practice as well to try to pause as you pull that weight up against your torso. Hold, and then release. Strong work. There you go, 5 seconds. Nice and smooth. And 2, 1, everybody up. All right, blood flow for everybody to finish. Woohoo! Final little bit here. Bounce, jump, jumping jacks. We've got 30 seconds till it's all said and done. Woo-hoo! There you go. You can change it up, a little bit of high knees, marching or jogging. Good, great time to smile. Celebrate that you made it through this hour. However it looked, good, 15 seconds. Fantastic, there it is. And 3, 2, 1, and all done. Give yourself a round of applause. Virtual high fives. Whew. Fantastic, folks. Let's grab some water. Hydrate. And then we're going to stretch. Let's stay on our feet at first. Let's start with opening up the chest and shoulders. Make your way to a door or a wall. Take that elbow right about shoulder height. Place the arm against the wall. Inside leg steps forward. Lean into it. And then just gently turn your torso away. Good. Nice deep breaths here. We're trying to switch gears on our body now. We want to start to bring our body out of that intentionally induced stress from the exercise. We want to try to now start to relax, bring ourselves into a state of recovery. If you want to circle this outside arm around, we can do a couple of those. Circle it out and back. Beautiful. One more time, circling it back. And then let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing other way. Again, I'm going about 90 degrees. Elbow level of the shoulder. Place that forearm against the wall or doorway. Lean in. And then gradually turn your body away. And just spend some time here at first. Invite that chest to open. Open it up after those push-ups. And then if you like to do a couple of those arm circles on this side, circling it up and back. Ooh, a little bit stiffer here on my end. Very good. Once more and release. All right, fantastic. From there, let's stretch out those calves. Anywhere that you can place the heel down, put the toe up against a surface, whether it's the side of a chair, side of a wall, even a table leg works. And just sinking into that calf. If you'd like to gently bend the knee, you can, and then extend the leg. And then switch sides when you're ready. Toe down, or excuse me, heel down, toe up against the surface. Again, gently bend the knee and extend. So when I'm saying bend the knee, I'm just ever so slightly, like maybe it bends in about an inch or so, kind of towards the box or table, and then I extend it back out. And release. Fantastic. All right, standing nice and tall. If you have your PVC or a broomstick around, you can grab that. If you don't have that and you have a long band, you can also grab the long band. We're just gonna open up those shoulders a little bit here. So you're gonna hold your object nice and wide. Just get a little bend in those legs, and you're gonna bring it up to overhead, gently pulling it back behind without arching the back. So belly engaged, ribs long. We're gonna do that a few times, bringing it down in front, up to overhead, gently pulling it back behind. Good, once more, down, up. Might get a little bit farther this time. And then once you're there, just gently rotate side to side. Again, a little bend in those knees. Yeah, and then you can side bend. I got it up to overhead, arms nice and straight, bending to the side. There you go, up to the top, down to the other side. Ah, feels good. Couple more times, side to side, over, up, and even out. Very nice. And then from here, we're just gonna gently bring it back down behind the head, and then just a few times up and down behind the head. Just a good chest opener here. So anytime you feel kind of stiff in your chest and shoulders, you can always grab your broomstick, grab your band, and then the closer you bring your hands in here, the more it's gonna kind of challenge that chest to open. So I'm elevating up, can kind of walk my hands in, elbows back and down, opening the chest. You just want to try to avoid that head forward. So chin in. If you have a ponytail in, it should go right past the ponytail, just grazing the back of the head. Very good. One more, and then let's bring it down in front. Fantastic. Go ahead and set that down. And let's revisit our behind the back stretch. Lengthen those, widen those feet out, interlace those hands. Lift the chest open. Nice deep breath here before you bow forward, and then root down into your legs, taking it forward, pulling it up to overhead. Fantastic, everybody. And then gently bring yourself back up to the top. Shake out those arms. Great job today. Anything else that you want to add in? Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and stop the hour, and we'll see you next time.